Our gospel text for today is taken from the Gospel of Mark chapter 12, verses 1 to 12, and contains the parable of the tenants in the vineyard. Jesus tells this parable to those who are willing to listen, but also to his adversaries, those who are opposed to him. And the parable is about the owner of a vineyard who let his vineyard out to tenants and went away to a distant land. After some time, the owner returned and sent his servants to the tenants so that they could give them his share of the produce. The tenants, however, forgot their identity and treated the servants shamefully, pushed them out of the vineyard, sent them back to their owner empty-handed. The owner thought that maybe the servants were misunderstood and sent other servants now to the tenants in the vineyard. The tenants, however, behaved even worse with these servants now, when not only they pushed them, but they beat them up and sent them back injured. The owner was surprised and wondered what exactly was happening. And so the owner had a son. And he thought, they might not respect my servants, but they will respect my son. And so he sent his son. The tenants saw opportunity when the son came, and they began to say to one another that this was the heir of the vineyard. He was the owner's son, and so if they killed him, the vineyard could be theirs. And they acted on these intentions, killed the son, threw his body out of the vineyard, and thought that they could take the vineyard for themselves. The owner came and pushed them all out of the vineyard so that they never remained tenants any longer. The story is familiar to us when we look at the situation in our world. When God created the world, when God created human beings, He created us to live in harmony, not only with each other, but also in harmony with nature. He gave the world to us as a gift. He gave the world to us in trust. He gave the world to us knowing that we would use it responsibly. And for a time, we did. However, like the tenants in the story, we forgot who we really were and assumed that we were the owners of the vineyard. Even if we assumed we were the owners, we ought to have treated the vineyard with respect. But because we assumed that we were owners, knew at the back of our mind that we were not really owners, instead of using, we abused. And today, we look at our world. We look at this, what was given to us in tenancy, and we find that we have destroyed it. The harmony and the cosmos which was created by God has been turned by us because of our selfishness, of our self-centeredness, into disharmony and chaos. And the Lord keeps sending us numerous messages. The Lord keeps sending us numerous messages. The Lord keeps sending us various invitations to come back to Him. Today's parable is another example of the invitation which the Lord is giving us to live in harmony with each other, to live less selfish lives, to live lives not of accumulation and of gathering and of want, but to live lives in which we share, in which we care for our environment. If we do that, then we have responded to the invitation of the Lord. Will you use less the whole of today so that you can lessen your carbon footprint and leave a less bold mark on our universe?